resident, but I'm also a volunteer on the members now with the Oso Town Council. And to make your question is, yes, we've been recognized, but the way our town council goes about is it doesn't get together until there's a necessity. And it's been recognized by Mr. Artanovich, and it's been recognized since 1992. We checked, and it's still in function. I mean, it hasn't gone away. To me, our problem comes in is that people in Los Angeles don't understand us. Okay, we live, our property or our address is Lancaster. I live an hour from Lancaster. I don't even live in the city of Lancaster. So when you send out 6,000 members or 5, you know, you're not sending it to us. You're sending it to Lancaster, an hour away. You know, and we can't get that across. I have friends tell me, in fact, I live in what they call the city of Neenach. If you look it up on Google, it's 5 miles from Lancaster. But I don't live 5 miles. I live an hour away from Lancaster, you see. So even Google doesn't have it right. You look up Fairmont, it's the same thing. It shows the whole valley is Fairmont. It's not. And so people don't understand. These gentlemen, I'm sure they didn't do it intentionally, but what these gentlemen did was they contacted Antelope Acres. Antelope Acres is 45 miles, or I'm sorry, 20 miles away from where the project is. What does that got to do with us? That's like asking Santa Monica whether we can build something here. Of course, they don't care. They're going to let you build whatever you want. But we care, okay? I live less than a mile and a half away from this project. I heard nothing about it. He lives closer than that. He heard nothing about it. The neighbors that were there heard nothing about it. Yet people in Antelope Valley and Lancaster heard about it. Well, these gentlemen may not have been meant to do it, but they did. They bypassed us. Now, they've been working with the local community, but the wrong local community. They're not working with us. Okay, we are the local community. Now, what a lot of people did, because they heard from Antelope Acres, which, like I said, is 40 miles, or for me, it's 40 minutes from me. They heard from there, because they go through there, that things were happening. So they grabbed and started putting all these little grassroots things together, because they're new. They aren't aware of how our town, the people have been around for 30, 40. In fact, some of these people have been around since the 1800s, of how this community works. And unfortunately, we're one of the last communities. Now, what you were talking about, actually, we're getting confused, because right now, we've got 30 projects that are coming out to our area. We're not against those projects, okay, but that's where you're getting them confused. What we're looking at is these gentlemen aren't aware of it, or if they are, they're not taking it into effect. And this is something you have to take in effect. If you allow gigantic fences, you allow what you're not allowing. They may only have 800 acres, but altogether, there's only 5 projects that you're okaying right now. That's 6,000 acres. So what we're going to have is wall-to-wall fences. We're going to have wall-to-wall prison. Okay, we're not going to have the natural, the coyotes and the wild animals that run around now. They say that it's not impacting, you know, how would I say it, the end of the life. Yes, it is. We've got farmers there who've been farming there for 100 years, and guess what? It's ending, because they want to turn it now into R4 instead of A1 and A2. Okay, we're not against this. We know that it has to go, but it has to be done properly. Right now, there's they don't know what kind of equipment they're going to buy.
Can I just stop you?
I'm sorry.
The 3 minutes is up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And we don't have the information about the case in front of us at this point in time. So okay. I think the point that the three of you, I'm assuming the third person can speak, are trying to make is you're most affected. You perhaps weren't notified in time prior to, but you are now clearly aware of what's taking place. So between now and March the 30th, you'll be formulating and working with the applicant in terms of when you come back.
Hopefully, yes.
We'll hear from you. So.
Well, what we really want is we want an EIR report. We don't think that anybody should get away without the whole ball of wax. I mean,
and again, that's a discussion back with staff and with the applicant, and they'll present that to us on March 30th. Okay, great, thank you, sir.
Mr. Chairman, I would make one comment, and I think that we as much more urban environment.